Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. So, as I said last time, this is probably the last episode I'm going to do today. Get some of this started up. Oh, wait, before we do that, probably can get rid of that. Talk to the Crystal Exarch. 1124. Gotta remember that.
And so you return.
Yes.
Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
For the most part.
Better is not the word I would use. Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist. Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
I have a feeling Yulmor might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
True enough.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Are you sure that eliminating would be enough? I'm not sure I follow.
Your uncertainty is understandable, given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then.
Neat.
In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents, A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities. 7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed.
Jesus.
At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the Light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Norvrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
Damn straight.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Holminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Oh crap.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
Oh, they're already off.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Well, the switch is north of Lakeland, so we'd best make haste with our preparations. In fact, meet me outside the crossroads northwest of Sunset Gate, and I shall lead you there myself. Alright. Speak with the X at the crossroads beyond the Ascendant Gate. Okay, so that means we finally get to leave this area and head back to where we originally spawned at, while heading to the road to the Crystarium. This is actually a funny thing. I know I usually say I don't watch videos, and the funny thing is I didn't watch a video, but because I keep playing this game and I was doing the leveling thing, I've actually played this mission we're about to do a few times, so I actually remember how to beat it. Actually, I think I've done all of them except the last 2 of the game. Actually, now I think about it, that might be true. Oh my god, I think it is. I have crippling depression now. What the hell have I been doing? I know I did have fun before I got on. I hurry up and mined a whole bunch of goods. And I got it all ready to go, already selling on the market. I'm hoping to get rich. That way I get more millions. Millions and millions. I love money. Goal is to reach as far into the crater as I can to make as much money as humanly possible. Now, as far as I know, I don't think anything's been selling on the market, but usually if I just take some time away, it just, you know, explodes after a while. It's pretty funny to think about. Ah, on the road again. On the road again. Please don't attack me. I'm a friendly human being. Ow. Shoot me in the ass. Delicate back, dude, you bastard. Alright. Let's go for it. All set. If we follow this road north, we arrive at the northern staging point. The village itself lies not far beyond. Quickly now. Let's get to run. We got to go. We got to go quickly. Run away. Surprised at how far this road traveled. Like, we gotta go pretty far, man. I don't think, yeah, I haven't really showed off this area of the map yet, so you know what? I'm perfectly fine with just taking my time going up. Just keep watching, have fun. Look at the beauty of this map, and look at the crystal tower off in the distance. Beautiful, man. Although I will say, I do like the, pinkish color they decided to go through for you. It's like, the only thing I can compare it to is like, what is it, those cherry blossoms or anything, or something, like the Japanese, trees, like with the color that they have. It's like really bright, very likable. It's like it's a very enjoyable thing to see, man. I love the colors in this game. It just pops. It's different. It's entertaining. That's still me speaking out of my ass. Come on, Kiko, let's go. We got to hurry. The city is getting attacked. The village will die if we do not hurry. Not really. It's like when you play a game like this, everybody's like, "Oh, we gotta hurry, gotta get there quick." It's just like, it's all staged, bruh. It's like I don't have to get there. Nothing changes. Now, if there was a time sequence where, like, if it's like you take too long, the Light Warden just disappears and the game ends, now that would be cool and hilarious. But they never do something like that because of time constraints. It's like a player may have to go do something and they can't play, so does time go on? Who the hell knows? What time is it in game? 4:37. Amazing. This goddamn bright out. Ah, there we go. There's everybody. Nexard asked that we wait, and so we waited. Hi, you're here. We are heading in together, yes? Assistance is appreciated. Holminster switch has passed these gates through the woods. 'Tis not exactly a near neighbor to the Crusarium, but as we occupy the same region, we've built up something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? The town is beset by a swarm unlike any we've seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villagers, but as many as half remain. Judging by the number of eaters present, we have good reason to believe that a White Warden leads the attack. How convenient! It seems like we have our chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. One does not simply slay a warden. Has no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside them all their underlings put together. Can't be struck down, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker ones. Vile ether will billow outwards and envelop the nearest living being, a reckless young swordswoman, perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden. Well, you can leave that particular quandary to us. I must ask that the gods stand down and allow us to engage this leader of eaters alone. Concentrate on survivors. We must save every life we can. But what if... I understand, my lord. As captain of the guard ever, I will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist I go with you. Very well, then our warden slain party shall include myself, Louviers, Catalina, and at last but not least... Yes. Flip its ass. Formidable group indeed. Into Holminster we go. Once we reach Light One, do not hold back. We strike to kill. Now this is where it gets really interesting. The Instance Dungeons, Captain and Shadowbringers' main scenario quest can be completed solo, alongside a supporting party of NPCs. To make use of this feature, simply speak with one of your NPC companions near the entrance to the instance and select the option to form a party. When forming a party, we need to follow the same role restrictions imposed when using the Duty Finder. Alternatively, you can find party members via the Duty Finder as usual and complete the instance with fellow players instead. So, this is actually the neat thing that they added to the game. So let's say we talk to the home party and switch. This is where it gets into this. So you can actually form parties with different people. It's really cool, it's really interesting. So, if you're somebody who's playing solo, and maybe you don't feel like you want to play with random players, you kind of want to go through this on your own and have some fun. What you can do is just have the AI follow you in. Maybe you're just trying to get in this real quick because you're at time constraint. It's a nice addition, and I applaud Square Enix for adding this, because this makes this a lot easier for players. Because, again, as I said, if you're time constraint, you don't feel like waiting maybe 10 or 15 minutes to get into a mission, 20 minutes, because eventually at some point, there's a chance people will probably quit playing these missions for the dungeons. That is especially seen when you, like, I played Realm Reborn and I'm sitting there playing, which one was it? Duty Finders, Realm Reborn. It was like, what? Keeper of the Lake, Snowcloak, Isle now. Which one was it? Praetorium? It might have been Praetorium, where the level 50's at, or Castrum Meridium. It was, oh, actually, it might have been Castrum. It actually could have been both of them, to be honest. But both of those, like, it would take you upwards of 30 minutes of sitting there waiting. And if you had access to this would actually be very convenient as the player, because then you don't have to sit there and wait half an hour. You get into the mission. You can do it at your own leisure. It's very good. I praise them for this. This is a nice addition. As you clearly see, you can actually level these guys up as you play. I personally never really did this that much. Reason being is I usually found myself wanting to play with other players more so than anything, because it's usually a lot easier. They know what they're doing. And I'm not trusting the AI to do what I would trust a human player to do. That, and I didn't know how well the AI actually worked in this. I've actually played one or two of these with the AI, and it actually isn't that bad. They're pretty smart. They know what they're doing. I don't think the chances of them dying are very high, though. Like, it's pretty much just your character. Like, if you die, you die, you restart. It's really, that's really what it comes down to. But overall, it's not actually that bad. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go straight into it with Holminster Switch. I'm going to find a group of players, because I usually find it to be a little bit more fun. Because I usually trust players. I don't mind waiting a little bit. I know this episode, I think I said 12, right around 54, 12 o'clock, so we're about 12 minutes away from an episode ending, so I know it's about 10 minutes. I'll probably go for 15, so wait a little bit, see if I get in. Besides that, guys, see you when the jump cut comes to an end. See you then. Alright, guys, so we are back, and let's see if these group of players are willing to join. Sadly enough, this guy was here first. It was with us on the DPS roll. Sadly enough, he is still not ready up. Shocking. He wants to put a bet that we get summoned back. Let's see. Come on. Come on, little guy. Press the little commence button. Come on. I'll just press the dick. I'll never fully comprehend why people who go into this don't ready up, but oh, there we go. Let's say this person's about to get talked crap about. Ah, there we go. I'm using that for the picture. That is the thumbnail. I wanted to get that name on there. I will assume that person is new to this because they have yet to leave the thingy. So I will sit here and wait patiently for everybody to be ready. Oh, there we go. Is that person our healer? No, they're the other DPS person. That's a big river bear. I wish I could see a polar bear in real life. It's like God hates me. Keep her going, keep her going. God, our healer's actually pretty intelligent there. Come on. There you go, everybody. I'm doing my part. Oh no. Come on, I got this, boys. Breathing up. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Put it down. Now, many of you are wondering what these giant ones are. More grizzly bears. Oh, I better be careful. I'll get attacked. Hope that person needs heal desperately. I assume we're just fighting with these ones then. The other attacker seems like to be slightly distracted as they keep like going to and from this fight. Let's be busy with something in the background. Oh no. Fighting. We will never surrender. It'll die. Well, so I didn't want to do my ability. I knew it was going to die there in a second. I don't know. I wonder how many people like don't like the fact that I use both my Stormbite and Caustic Bite. I feel like you kind of want to use them at least on the first enemy you deal with because it does do a little bit of extra damage, which is really convenient for like the players because it means one strong enemy might take a little bit of extra damage as time goes on. Especially since it takes time to group all the AI together anyway, so it's just like that. A little bit of extra damage can mean a lot, at least in my opinion. Easy dub. And now we come back to the real fight. Many of you may recognize this one. It's missing part of its wing. Yes, this is the one that had, what's it? Tesline, I think? Killed her. Turned her into a Sinida. Now we get payback on this bitch. Do that real quick. This bitch will do this ability. A bunch of these little AoE attacks are going to show up. I'm going over, yeah. And if you kind of stay right about here, you won't actually take any real damage. At least that's the goal. The thing you gotta be careful of is the next one. Because, you actually do get kind of funneled into a corner. Depending on where it, decides to attack from. So this is the one I'm talking about, watch. So it does that. You gotta kind of find the weak point. I think this is the one we want. No, this was not. Nope, I'm not getting hit by that. Oh, I'm lucky. Head over here. In the clear. Oh, I don't know where this spot is. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna get hit. I'm not gonna make it. I'm accepting my hit. Does that heal real quick? Well, that's not good. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to use my damage modifier because we're all gonna take some good damage on this. Booyah! It's gonna hurt, but I think we got it. I think we'll get this. Come on. Poison Bull. Gonna do another one of these. Oh, that was good. That's a tough fight. That was fun. I love that. That's the type of stuff I love. That was a challenge. Healer got knocked out. We were the only ones there. Fun stuff, man. Can't believe we actually got it. That was actually pretty cool. So one thing I can say with this game that it's like a real fun little challenge that can be insane to deal with. It's like you have the AI knocked down to a certain amount of health. Now you're placing a bet. Can you kill it before it kills you? I'll take that. That's an easy income base. I love making money. That's really what it comes down to. It's like a bet. It's like, can you kill this thing before it kills you? Always the question. I'll do that ability. I'll get more of the, it's charged up. I actually can't wait till Quick Match starts, like, being able to have that 30% chance, I think, to bring back Ring of Death. That's actually a really nice one I like. Such a useful ability, man. I think I got room for maybe one more of those Ring of Deaths to come back. I could be wrong. I believe I'm wrong. I'm good. Okay, big bitch is coming out. Good with most of my abilities. Keep on running, don't stop, no stop, keep on going, keep it going. All the way up into here. And then go back to my fun ability. Not that hard at all, pretty easy. I did play this the other day. I think I got stuck on this mission, and I don't know if it was the healer or the tank. Somebody made a terrible mistake, and we ended up all dying. It was fun. It was funny. Because there's always these moments where, like, if the tank dies, for whatever reason, either I die immediately thereafter, or all the enemies, like, stuck onto the next guy, and that's when I notice it. And then in heat of panic, I just start running around in circles, trying to draw all of them to me, because the only person left alive is the healer. And then I'm just sitting there running around in circles for like 5 minutes as they all chase me. But again, because the AI in this game lacked the ability to like coherently attack a person, depending on like range of attack, it just fails all the time. It's hilarious, man. Hey, look, Tesleen. You're forgiven. Yeah, it sucks. She got taken over. You were supposed to be the new character. You were the chosen one. Oh no. Everybody run to the corners. Yeah, it's kind of expected everybody will get hit by that. There's no real way to stop that attack. The one thing you do want to do is you have to like actually outline to everybody like the certain corners though. Because if everybody stands next to each other, that bitch just hits everybody at once. Okay, it's locked onto me. There we go. Yeah, that'll happen. And then out of that. And then, yeah. Okay, do this, this, and this. Hit this again. Give that player a little bit of a heal boost for us. Excellent, excellent. Last time. Yeah, pretty good. Going over here. I like the fact our healer's like a mile away and can't really do much in this. I love memes. She's almost dead though, we got the bug. Gonna do the ability one more time, I'll do this, it's died. Yep. Poor Tesleen. She didn't deserve that, but what are you gonna do? Nothing you can do. Yeah, I think I can take that. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm gonna sell a lot of this armor and stuff. Like, I can't sell it on the market, which is really ridiculous, but I can just sell it regularly. Advantageous. And this. I wish they actually did let you sell it on market, but I kind of get why Square Enix doesn't allow players to. Just because you'll flood the market full of that equipment, and if you have it to where people have to make the equipment, then, you know, it requires the economy to flow with it, because you might have to buy necessary material. Have to do all that stuff. In comparison of, hey, I just got this. Sell on market. 50,000. There you go. I think I'm gonna hold out before I use Mage's Ballad. It's not really worth using right now. More worth use it on this run. This one makes sense. That ability, got it back. That baby again. Might get 2 more, 3 more. I think we'll get 1 more use out of it. Take that bet. If not, I accept it. Oh, Baby's Ballad came in, and that was the last time we got to use it. Yep, came back just in time for the next wave. That to them, do that to them, do this, and this. I'll use this ability real quick, there's a little bit of a damage booster. Come on, everybody, we got this. We got this. Easy dub, easy dub. Alright, let's do it. One last one to get. I'm not going to use my other abilities just because I want to save them for the boss. Like, that's always what I fall into. Like, I want to use a lot of these abilities, but it's just like, I gotta play the reserve this game. Okay, that thing is down. Let's go these abilities real quickly. Go back to Quick Knot. Got really that health down pretty well. Just keep doing AoE attacks. I think we'll just finish it out. Quick Knot. Oh, nope, actually no, we got that in time. Finish out this. Alright, ladies and gents, let's move on to the next stage. I can't use that. I can't use that. I always grab those things. I always feel like to be a responsible player, you should grab them because somebody else might want them or wants to sell them. Everybody else gets to run while I sit here and look at this monstrosity. Look at that big bitch. That is a Light Warden. Greedy little bastard. I guess we're waiting for the other player. So I'll just sit here. Look at my player. I get to sit down and rest. The other person gets to sit back and watch a movie. You all ready to go? You're ready to go. Good deals. Head Crusher focuses solely on the main target, so we're fine here. Pendulum, if I remember right, that ability was an AoE. Yes. On the person to right here is going to get attacked by this. Chains, take out the chains, take out the chains, take out the chains. Person's good now. Run away from that, get out of it quick. Hurry up, use this ability, get the little bit of an AoE attack, a little bit extra damage. Yeah, you don't want to stand in that thing if that happens. You will die instantly. Oh, left knot. Run over here to the left side, don't get hit by that ability. Then when it does that, run to the next side so you don't get hit by it again. The healer is an idiot. Oh god, I was actually missing that hit. I didn't get hit. I'm out of that. Person's getting focused on the attack. Doing this real quick. Getting very close to where it should begin its AoE attack. Yeah, there's that attack. Oh, that person's hurt. Oh, screw it, I'm on this side. Me and the healer are stuck together. Yeah, we're fine. I've been in worse situations. The real challenge is being on the other side, because you have to time it perfectly so where you can run next to it without getting hit by that attack. Oh no. Everybody kind of group up here. Oh, that hurt. Ult's doing that attack again. Then to the other side. Oh, it's focusing on that guy. That bitch is hurt. Keep this up, keep this up, keep this up. I don't think there'll be another. Ooh, back. Keep her going, keep her going. I think it'll get one more AoE attack in before we finish it. Got it. That's a big GG, thank you. We got the dub, boys. I feel like I was gonna get the cube. Oh, I was gonna get somebody. Don't want that. Use that. I already had it one time, I can't get it again. Well, I'm okay with that.
It's releasing its ether! Fall back! We
Never.
cannot let it touch us! Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw!
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption. The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you.
I'm a hero? Never give up. Never surrender. Oh no, copyright music. I'm gonna die! Yeah, I'm my key man. Jesus.
Behold! The monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
Say hello to darkness, everybody. It's big. Dab, 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 dab. Everybody's going, holy crap. What is this? What is this darkness? It's cool to think about, because most of these people probably haven't seen an ounce of what the night skies look like. It's weird. It's like being underground and living like in a basement or like a bunker. You finally come back up and you finally witness what real night darkness looks like.
What's happening?
It's so beautiful.
The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true. My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed. But for the present, I beg you stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the wardens and restore darkness to the first.
Hey, look at that, but I'll become the warrior you need. It sounds like a glorious adventure, it seems, but I have no choice but to fight. I will become the warrior. I'll kick their ass. Kick their asses.
On behalf of the first, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exarch, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
Oh, my back. Why is there a green sun? It'd be cool to have a green sun. That'd be a pog. Without that constant glare, Lakeland seems an entirely different place. It's over, yes? I might need a moment. As if the sky itself had disappeared into heavens. If I didn't have wounded to tend to, I'd never stop staring. Now, remember what it used to look like with the light? I like this color even more in darkness. Quickly have you justified my faith in you. So many lives saved, and sky itself heralds your success, a single victory, and a lot of struggle. Perhaps but a moment, but nonetheless. Unless NPC companion is revisit completed instances by opening the trust interface located under the duty in the main menu. So, yeah, so you can actually just go back in and do more. So, see, go to here, get the people, register duty, play thing, awesome. Oh, God, my back. Now, as far as how we proceed from here. Villagers we evacuated earlier have arrived safely in the Crystarium. It's enemy accepting their situation for the moment. Most folk are far too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the warrior of darkness has come. 'Tis to be expected. Irene, I must ask a favor of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being? Seeing the light recede from Lakeland is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as the legendary warrior of darkness, I fear that no matter how good your intentions, such as appearance would throw the city into disarray. I find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are more concerned on your more. It would be best if we maintain a low profile until we see Vol 3's response to all this. Okay. My thanks, though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens, a joy you surely brought into being. And I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. 'Tis my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden and has since departed for parts unknown, yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new. And I will encourage folk not to question this either. Although I expect to be told the whole truth of it one day about all of you. Yeah, no problem. That settled, I shall return to Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits, and to think, not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. I hate leaving windows open. Like, I don't think I've ever not had something blocking my window. I must stay behind to coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass on a message on your way to the Pendants? Please let Bragi know that we're bringing a number of injured, and that any restoratives in the markets need to be reserved for the infirmary. Ships are making our way back to Crystarium, slowly, mind you. It wouldn't do you right too late after the Exarch. staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in Holminster. We already went through the village top to bottom, Eorzeea. We should all take the chance to rest, you included. I knew one of those either. I can't rest, not now. So please, I'd like to be left alone, and that means you as well, Hydaelyn. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. I must find you later when I feel myself again. Just you and me then, shall we? Yeah, she wants to go and pay her respects to Teslim since she passed away after we killed her. But if anything, we put her mind at rest because we took her away from being the tortured husk that she turned into. And I'm using that return because my ass I'm paying money to get put back in this thing. I'm getting really greedy with money. I'm getting bad, man. Although I gotta remember before, I gotta go to the bank, though. It's getting late. I didn't think this would take that long. So needs relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech has made me reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there's something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night won't be quite as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think I should take a brief stroll around before retiring to my chambers. Once you discharge your duty to Bragi, I suggest you do the same. Say bye. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Eorzeea both. What can I do for you? Looking to buy a lantern like every other stumbling soul in the city. I see. Well, Captain Linna can rest assured that any potions I spot coming in will be set aside for the wounded. Hang on a moment. If you carry a message for the god, does that mean you were there then? Battle with Holminster. So what lads like you might want to pay a visit to the Wandering Stairs, make yourself known. Sure, Gilnar can introduce you to some interesting opportunities. Okay, you know what I'm going to try real quick is, what time is it in game? It's 5:32. Alright, I'm going to actually go see if I can get inside the tower real quick. If I can't get in the tower, what I'm going to do is get out of New Game Plus, give you guys a small little jump cut so that I can actually end the episode before we do anything else. I actually really want to end the episode because I have to get going. If I can't get in here, jump cut, get in, get out, done. Yeah, let me inoculate. Thank you. Thank the Lord I can actually get in here. Alright. So with that, guys, I do have to end the episode here. I took a lot longer than I thought it would. This is going to be another extended episode, sadly or not. So when we come back, we achieved a lot this episode. We got the night sky back after being Light Warden. We absorbed its light. And it seems like we were perfectly fine as a result of it. The only big concern is now we have to get everybody adjusted to this. When we come back, we'll talk and go see those people that the Bragi told us to go talk to. But besides that, all I have to say is this: please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. When you come back, as I said, we'll go do those things, and I'll be sure to see you guys next time. Thanks.